Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Lunchtime. Today we have Scott and Luke O'Halloran, the two brothers on TikTok that are making massive gains. If you haven't heard of them, go search them up on @Luke and Sassy Scott on TikTok and watch their stuff. They are bloody hilarious. Today we talk about their rise to fame and what's to come next. Nice. Welcome to Lunchtime.
Thanks for having us, Maxie boy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Lunchtime.
Yeah, you know, like Max Lynch,
Why
Max
did I think
Lynch.
it was like before the game or something like that?
You got to be like this close to the mic.
Supposed to tell me that. Sorry.
What were you going to say?
What did you say before the
Just tasting
game?
the product. Yeah, I
That's
thought it was
like
like
a
called
huge
before the
TV
game.
show.
Nah.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
copyright
used
issues.
to hearing myself in Cairns and all these other studios, these A-grade ones that I usually work in. Okay, call me another time. It's been real. Thanks, guys.
Give me a spell. We're just starting up. So Lunchtime is all about getting to know you. So obviously now we're going to get into the TikTok and things like that and about how you've gone gangbusters in a short amount of time. But
I'm 36 years in the making, not a short period of time.
I just found out Max is 23.
Are you? Yeah. You're very young.
yeah.
You're like 33.
31, you're like 43.
Anyway, sorry.
Go on, take the mic.
So, well, I'm just loving the family dynamic already of the brothers, but we're getting into like growing up. Where did you grow up? What was the family dynamic?
Thought you would never ask.
We grew up in the hood.
We did.
And like motherfuckers got out.
What are you?
Like we grew up in Mill Park. Now, only last night I said to Dad, I think my dream of having a statue at the local shops might actually might actually come like to fruition now.
Imagine all
But
the
we grew
vandals
up.
on that one.
It was really tough. It was.
Scott was in a gang. Actually, I found those photos the other day. He was in his gang with bleached blonde, like fringe, like, you know, like gelled going down.
Yeah, it was survival of the fittest. You know, it was low socioeconomic families, hardworking people, and it was pretty fucking rough and tough.
Yeah. And similarly.
So I woke up, the youngest, and I was a very frightful child.
Really?
I was scared, so Scott would come home and say how dogs were mauling people on the street. I'm like, well, I'm not fucking
they
going
were, it was a
outside
thing. People
ever
got
again. He's like,
attacked on the
another mum and
streets.
child died last night. I'm like, well, I'm not going to the park when everyone wants to go.
It was really dangerous.
What? And youngest brother. Did you have 3 older brothers to look after you?
They did not look after me.
No one fucking looked after me. Do you know what I mean? I looked after myself. So like, figure it out.
You know, I was thinking the other day, I try to think of stories now that we're doing this. Remember the time?
Oh, be very careful.
Me and Patrick found a stash of porn in your bedroom.
Yeah,
And we're
straight
looking at
porn.
it, right? Whatever. Oh, yeah.
I'm so
it had
embarrassed.
never been opened. It was like creased perfectly. No, I'm joking. Anyway, Dad opened the door and caught us and was like, what the fuck are you two doing? And we're like, do you remember this? Yes. And I'm like, Travis and Scott always make us look at it.
They
and now
make us look at
I was really
porn.
young. Like I was probably like 7.
And so Dad comes over to the park. He's like, fucking get home, you two. And we're like, he's like, you bloody pervs. And we're like, what has happened?
Meanwhile, me and Patrick are in the room like, we can never tell the truth about this. Like this goes to our grave.
And literally was like, I promised Dad, Travis and Scott make us look at porn. And it was like, anyway.
And you two were the oldest, Travis and Scott.
Yeah.
Travis
Travis, Scott, Patrick, and Luke.
Travis Scott. That's sick.
I know, how cool is that?
I don't know who that is.
We've spoken about this before. The
rapper.
same thing happened as well.
What do you mean you don't know who Travis Scott is?
I don't get on this whole influencer bandwagon.
We went to a TikTok party.
What are you doing right now?
What do you mean?
This whole influencer.
No, we
I'm
went
not a fucking influencer.
What about that TikTok Australia thing we went to the other day and you knew no one?
No
People
one.
going up to him, he's like, oh, are you a fan?
I was like, why? I didn't get the note that I'm the biggest fucking star here tonight.
he was calling himself the MVP.
No, TikTok Australia called me the MVP, and I was like, yeah.
Wow.
And then I thought I was going to go in, then there was going to be famous people there, and there wasn't.
What?
Well, there was, but I just didn't know any of them.
Any names? Anyone that I know?
No, I'm sure you
looked
do.
familiar. I don't even watch TikTok.
And then hang on, I tell a lie. There's one guy who I've been following
there
for
were a
maybe
few
a
we knew.
year. There's some big people, but this one guy, he tells you facts about the streets of Melbourne. And he came over and all these other people have like, I don't know, 1 million followers. And I was like, nice to meet you. Hi, bye. And then he came over and I was like, oh my God. And I started sweating.
And I'm like, Scott, who the hell is that?
Yeah,
He's
and I'm like,
he's going to talk to us.
This is my brother Luke, and he's got like 40,000 followers or something, which is exciting. But I find him more of an influencer than someone who puts fucking cream on their face and does a shout out about it.
I can't believe some of it as well. Like I've gone to a cafe before. You sit down, have your meal, and there's some of the people that are like, oh, what do you call it? Like the life influencers, like lifestyle influencers or whatever. Had this girl come in, sit down, look at her meal, got a smoothie as well. They presented it all nicely. She had one sip of the smoothie, took a photo of it and left the food all there and just for them to come back and clean up.
Oh, didn't even eat it.
Nah, didn't even eat it.
Fucking waste.
That's
Did you
something
tell
you
him
would
people
do.
are dying around the world? And would do anything for that meal.
How much have you drunk?
I really like it.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Hang on, it's non-alcoholic, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not
Oh,
alcoholic.
good.
So
It's pretty good.
This is something I want to know. So you guys have, what's your follower count at the moment?
I don't know, 1.2 million or
It's hard
something.
to, it's hard to keep track, really.
Who's counting?
And that's come about pretty quickly. So you must have a lot of offers yourself coming through to do influencer bullshit.
I turn them all down. So Scott gets excited by the sort of stuff that was coming through. So I'm the
I
only
want
one with
hair. So I've asked for hair. I've told our manager,
He
get me
wants
some
Ashley
fucking
and
hair.
Martin to come through.
I'm like, my husband always said, age gracefully. And I was like, I'm going to, right? Like, and if I bald, I'm fine with it. At 36, I'm not. I take it all back. So
should
if there's a
ask for
hair sponsor out there, come give me plugs, I'm going to take it.
You could have just made that your push present.
straight down the barrel. Shout out.
No,
If
before
you're
we
a
get
hair
it, you
sponsor,
can't say
I'm going to take it. You just name the price. I don't care.
Where were we? You could have had that as your push present instead of a Rolex or something from Marcus.
No, I wanted that.
And you're having kids soon.
Also, shout out Rolly.
Yeah, I'll take another one as well.
We're going to do Cartier.
Listen, the growth is huge, and we are getting Luke more than anyone because he was managing the account.
Still am.
I thought our manager was.
Yeah, our manager. Oh no, she hasn't got access yet.
I thought you gave it to her.
I don't trust her yet until we've got a contract.
Ooh, very smart.
Is it?
Yeah, to not give away your stuff. Imagine giving away the rights to your moneymaker machine before you
password.
even.
We're the money maker machine.
Yeah, but they've got your account with the millions of followers, the million followers.
This is
They'll
getting
follow
aired
us
after
anyway.
the contract gets done, though, right? Yeah, done.
We can arrange
we
that.
can, yeah.
Perfect.
No,
Hey,
now.
So how'd you pick your manager? What
She
comes
picked
into-
us.
She picked you guys.
Pretty cool, actually, the story. So when we went to that TikTok Australia, TokTik.
Can't even get the fucking brand name right.
Fuck off.
We're screwed.
Mate, you're nothing without me. Anyway, when we went to the TikTok Australia party, we wanted purely just to go to meet some insiders from TikTok who worked with them, just so they could help us out a bit. We had a few questions.
We were just like, we feel like we're going to get banned. Like, Luke kept getting all these reported content, like notifications.
Like I'd write ha on someone's video. They're like, you do that again and you're out of here. Like,
Really?
It was coming through left, right and center. Right? And I was like, we're going to
hang on.
take our content elsewhere.
I'm gonna just step it back a little bit. What are you writing on?
Oh,
What are
your
these
videos?
Oh, mine? Yeah.
Okay, it was one of yours. It's the one where you're on the skateboard.
Are you on
and you're
TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Sorry.
Oh, look at your head explode with a million followers. Wanted to be my
To be
friend.
honest, you're funny. It's only got 150,000 on his.
Hey?
It's my account with them.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
They had to change my name to include
I
him.
know. I saw that. I've had to follow up his new Insta account because the last one's like, this is now our account.
I thought that was really big of Luke. I wouldn't have been giving up my account for us. I really wasn't. But management were like, you are Luke. And I was like, yes.
Well, I kind of said goodbye to my account after I kept getting hacked.
Yeah,
So I'd
true.
like, goodbye Instagram. Like you're on your own now, but stop getting hacked.
So I
thought
don't
I'd
know.
change the name.
So I don't know if the people listening as well about Luke's account. You put out on the most recent one of that account before it got switched over was like, "Hi guys, we're going to prank Scott." Anyone who has Scott's number in the close friends group or whatever,
Yeah.
like send him a text to like say, "Oh, your account's got hacked" or whatever. It's like do it at 8 o'clock. I see it 40 minutes late, so I just
was
send this
funny.
real rogue text.
Was that you?
Yeah. I sent this rogue ass text going, "Hey Scott, your account's been hacked." It's like 50 minutes too late.
I was like, fucking jokes on you now.
I think it was you and someone else. They're like, "Is the prank still going?"
Yeah, it's-
like it was a 5-minute thing.
It's been going for 50 minutes.
And the funniest in that was, so obviously I got set up again, haha. But lucky I can take it, really. I think I take it really well. That's a gay pun and a comedic pun. However,
What do you mean take
The
it?
funniest
You fucking go
thing-
wild.
yeah, but I don't like, I do, don't I?
Mate, the whole content is you
I know, I'm
losing
trying to-
Yeah, but I
That's what
turned
it's
back
really
up the
based
next
on.
day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still walked in here when you
a good
divas just
12
tried to prank call me
Say
then.
you divas.
Yeah.
You were listening to divas in the car, weren't you? It's fresh on your mind.
You're taking me off track.
Yeah, what was the question again? It was like quick following.
that was a
was
long
10
1.1
minutes
million
ago.
followers. Yeah, that was the question, and we went rogue.
No, he was talking. What were you talking about?
Well, we're saying that you've gone to 1.2 million followers in such a short amount of time. So we're saying like, what's happening from here? Is it like is this? Are you guys going to quit your full-time jobs and just become full-time?
No.
No.
Well,
No.
actually, taking a backward step, what is your jobs now? Like, how is, I know Luke.
Luke's a glorified photographer.
Yep. Run us through it.
I hate when he says that, and he knows it. I'm a radiographer.
Yeah. And what do you do, Scott?
I'm a general manager.
Where?
He carries drinks around.
At the Timber Yard in Port Melbourne.
can I have
we are
another
the
one?
largest private owned event space in Melbourne.
Timber Yard.
Yeah.
I've actually, I reckon you've mentioned it to me before. I've never been to any events.
That's unfortunate for you, but I bet you will soon.
Yeah?
Yeah, we do rock star gigs.
What do you got coming up?
Hot Dub Time Machines doing a gig there. I've got the NAB conference there next week. I had Pinot Palooza there over the weekend. Like huge events.
Yeah. I've seen a hot tub time machine before. I don't know the rest.
Pinot Palooza is a wine kind of festival.
Ooh,
Yeah, and the NAB is one of the biggest banks in the world.
Yes, it
So they're
is.
having a conference there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not just like festivals and stuff. You get
No.
people through to.
Very dynamic. We don't say no to anybody.
So maybe the Lunchtime podcast comes and makes a feature at the Timber Yard.
You could do that.
Let's go film one there. We can't be in a second.
Record.
Film.
You're recording it.
Sorry.
The bickering begins.
It doesn't begin. It never it started. It's never stopped. And it won't. Like, we were talking to a manager the other day that was like, and I said, this relationship stops when one of us dies. Do you know what I mean? We're not business partners. We're siblings. Yeah. Like, stiff shit. We don't like each other, but like, we have to be in the same room together. Like, this has been going on for his whole life.
Yeah. So, well, you lived at home together. You moved out.
Yes.
You went and did your own business, house hopped for a little bit. Then what made you let him back in?
I don't. Well, listen, I think like he's a wounded little bird.
I needed a home again.
And no, it was during the pandemic, lockdowns. I felt sorry for my little brother who was, what are you, a worker that
I'd probably
helps
tell my
people?
own story. So
Go for it. I really like this drink.
it is actually really good. No, during like the peak of COVID, me and my two housemates that we were living with, the owner had to sell the house because they needed some quick cash. So we were kicked out. So I had nowhere to go. Peak COVID, healthcare worker, like I'm saving lives and I'm being put out in the
daily.
street.
Yeah.
Right?
How can they
He's
do
a
that to you?
photographer, remember? Of people's insides. People like radiographers just take a photo of your inside, photographers take it on the
He's
outside.
just angry that he didn't get to carry around drinks during this time.
They're already supplied. They're already
And
here.
so anyway, he called out and me and my husband were like, sure, we'll take you in for, I think it was 3 months maximum.
I'm the one who wanted 3 months. You guys wanted longer, and that's how I recall it.
Yeah, sure. And so
So
we
I'm
took him
thinking,
in.
yes, I'm going to save some money here, but no, it's the most fucking rent I've ever paid in my life. You're south of the river now. This is the norm.
Yeah. Pay up. If you want to wear 3/4 jeans and pay $60 and smoke pot in a room, go back to Brunswick.
Do we have a Brunswick liver?
But where else? Of course they are. Look at them. He's wearing shorts in winter, and he's got a fleece Patagonia or whatever it is jumper on, and a hard fringe. It's cool.
It's a vibe. It's the Brunswick vibe.
Got a vibe. Fuck, you just let the mullet out then.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, just gotta not let it get tucked in.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Where do you live?
Hawthorne. Bougie.
Very.
But very much renting as well.
Yeah.
Just two bloody houses down the street. We go to just to check out. I've never been to an auction before at this point, so I was like, I'll go check it out.
Pricey there.
Yeah.
Don't go to an auction in Hawthorne.
Oh my goodness.
If you ever want to buy a house.
Starting bid at 5 mil.
Yeah.
Give me a spell.
Wake up, kids. Keep working.
nuts.
That's the real world.
Or make a TikTok.
Yeah, or that.
So you live together. This was in, where's the place that was near Petticoat? I forget. Elwood. Did you move out from there and then back in?
No, you stayed and
No,
then we brought him to
I tagged
Brighton.
along from Elwood to
And
Brighton.
then you, to the next one where you had all the renos and stuff.
Yeah.
And with the pool.
Yeah.
And everything. And is that where the videos started?
That was the first one, wasn't it?
What was the first one? How did it all come
Oh,
about?
the first one was the one that got taken down. I'd been posting just stupid ones. I'm doing I had probably 5,000 followers and I was like rock star.
Yeah.
And anyway, there was one day where I just did the first one of Scott. What was it? It was send a nude to your gay brother and film his reaction.
Yeah.
And Scott just went off his chop. And I'm like, well, I'll just post to see what it does. Went to sleep, woke up, and it was like 1.5 million views. Like, none had done anything like that. And then just got taken down.
I was
for
like, send it to me again. We've made it.
Bullying and harassment. I was like, oh, yuck. Like,
That's
I'm not
right.
harassing my brother.
An unwarranted nude to your sibling is
That's what it was. It was because it was unwarranted. Because
Send
I
a
was like,
nude.
stop sending it to me. It's disgusting and a shit dick.
Hang on, when you were taking the picture, so I'm going to believe that it was 100% real.
Do you want to see it?
It better not have been. I hope that wasn't yours. If it is, you have to see someone, a doctor.
Oh, mate, you're taking the piss now.
That's something wrong with you.
Mum always said we had the similar looking one. The dolphin's back.
I laugh like a dolphin. It's a joke.
I'm nearly finished this. It's great.
You just like,
Good plug.
I don't know if I want to get it too far in detail. Were you just in a mirror or something, or is it straight down?
Straight down. How do you do yours in mirror?
I don't know.
He's
You gotta
that
put
big, yes.
Yeah.
You need
nice.
one of those like one of the ones in the bathroom that like with the arm coming around.
Was the in Austin Powers? Have you seen that where the little tripod's down below and he's throwing up the apple?
I can't remember that.
I just laughed hoping it would stop.
I didn't get you guys on here to get bullied.
I'm sorry.
This is
We're
for
not
you two to
bullying.
do.
No, you see what I put up with.
Don't
He is
turn this on me
relentless
now.
at me 24/7. So when people
That's
are like,
rich coming
is
from
he
him.
ever fucking happy? I'm like, shut up, Janet, user 57091. For one little video of 30 seconds of me cracking it, you think that I'm always like this. It's because he is a relentless asshole and is filming me unwarranted and not knowingly and gets one little bit of me cracking it after being a dog for 24/7.
And this is after you've let him in your home.
Oh.
You've saved him off the streets.
You know, I had friends
Thank
say
you.
this to me the other day. They were like, when we're at your house, like, we're really mad. We're on Scott's side. They're like, oh, Scott was like, oh, he's got a messy room. And they're like, oh, what's he doing around the house? Scott's like, nothing. And then they're like, I can't believe you were like taking the piss out of him doing all that and not paying rent. And I was like, I was paying rent. Were you telling them all I wasn't paying rent? Because they're like,
Can't
well,
remember.
Now
They're
they're
facts
like,
no one needs to know.
They're like, we're back on Luke's side now. Like, you can do what you want in your room when you're paying rent.
No, we
No,
said...
this is a touchy subject as well.
Be careful then.
He kicked me out one night, so he had friends to stay over. And I was rude when I said no because I'm on call. I'm doing the midnight shift. And he went,
Go
suck
stay
it
at
up.
a friend's house.
Pick your battles. I had to go and stay at mum and dad's.
What? You've been banished from your own bed. and have friends
Yes.
stay.
And I was in the wrong, apparently. And I had to grow up and think hard on what I had just
Exactly
said.
right. There's people in Ukraine right now who are losing their homes. So you're lucky that you have another home to go
He
and
could have
stay in
given
for
up
the night,
his
Luke.
bed, right? That was my argument.
Anyway, I thought it was absolutely reasonable. That's why I asked for it.
I think I have people agreeing with me.
Yeah, I feel like you can't boot the man out of his bed.
Well, I did,
Yes, you did.
and I can.
So it just shows how much of a nice person I am.
Yeah.
You fucking humanitarian of the year, Luke O'Halloran.
Look at boy.
So obviously this hasn't put any strain on your relationship together then.
We went a week the other week not
Yeah,
talking.
the other week I went 2 weeks without talking to him.
The day one was that big TikTok event where we had to see each other again.
Oh, that was day
We're
one
like,
of it.
yeah,
Not
maybe
talking.
we'll say hello. Like, is this what we do before we walk
Yeah, we had
in?
to meet before we got to the event to just kind of look at each other and be
Why
like,
did that happen? Like, what took it too far?
Do you want to bring it up? I know what it is, but you get upset.
what is it?
I'm not the biggest fan of Scott's content on TikTok.
Yeah, actually, he comes home and I'm not lying, right?
So I see his account as the backup account. So if anything happened to our account, we would have that account so with some of the followers are still there.
I find
So I
a
need
lot
that
of
to
joy
work for us
in
as well.
lip syncing, and I do it for me, nobody else. And it just turns out 151,000 people really like it.
It gets about 10 likes. That's how many followers he's got.
Anyway, Luke came in the other night and he was just dissing it. He's like, your content's terrible. Everyone hates it. Stop doing it. And I was just
I
like,
did market research and
You're
everything,
so
and he turned
rude.
it down. I interviewed 100 people.
whatever. Like I care. They're probably your friends.
You've come in with facts or stats, sorry.
He didn't want to hear it.
No, I don't. And but
you've
now
been
I'm
ending
like,
it again.
I don't care for his opinion. I don't really care for many people's
But I've learned
opinions.
to really like the videos now.
But then when you said you don't care about the opinion,
No, it was more how rude he was being in my fucking house with my in front of my husband.
Where I pay
Dissing.
rent.
Yeah, exactly right.
So this is why.
Is it really that tense?
No, we grew up over. It was good. It was good to get it out of our system. I thought.
But so where's the line? Because saying you
Tomato
don't like his
sauce.
TikToks, that's the line for you, and that's above being sent unwarranted nudes. It's like, where is the hard line?
Hard line is, and I said this to Luke, it all stops
There's
if,
one thing.
if there's sauce involved.
sauce.
Scott,
So I have
like this was our childhood dream. Like
I have
Scott in the
condiment
shower, I've got
phobia.
memories of just pouring tomato sauce on him in the shower, and him just being like, "No."
I have condiment phobia. It's a real thing. What? I've never had sauce in my life.
On no, what?
Nothing. Anything.
Really? So when you're saying condiment,
Like
say it again.
mustard,
Condiment phobia.
tomato sauce is that's the arch nemesis.
Really?
That's Mecca.
But are you saying you have a genuine fear of it?
Fear.
Or just disdain, dislike?
Fear. The texture, the colour, the taste, the smell, all of it.
and I can't get enough of it. On
Yeah, my
everything.
fucking family are hillbillies and they just dress everything in it, every meal.
So I'm just thinking that maybe there is one day where you want a big finale.
Let's
just
go
comes
out with a
with the
bang.
sauce,
Like
yeah.
when I want to move on to Travis or Patrick, like had
Yeah.
enough of Scott. Let's move.
I'm
on
sure
from
the world
Scott.
will love that.
So I'm just gonna get Luke to pull up on the screen condiment phobia because I'm not that confident that it's a real thing.
It is absolutely.
See, I
is.
love it when Scott gets pulled up
It
on
is.
things.
Is
Yeah.
this a real thing? We're gonna find stuff out about it.
Did he say it was a real thing as
Yeah,
well?
he definitely said it's a real thing.
So here I am. Are you a straight man?
Yes.
Here we go, another fucking straight white man telling a minority group what they think about them and whether they are allowed to have the same feelings, emotions as them. And if they can't, there you go.
wow. It's official
Okay,
name.
how do you pronounce that?
Say it, Scott, if you've got it.
Mortisesquiphobia.
Wow.
And it comes from the Australian slang for dead horse, which means red sauce.
Yeah. It's making, look at this. Can you see that sweat?
I didn't know that's what dead horse was.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. As a straight man, I apologise for.
You're welcome. Just stop telling people what they should and shouldn't do.
We should do a picture like that, Scott.
I can't believe that. Hang on. So he sent you an unwarranted dick pic.
Yes.
He then proceeds to send your husband
A dick pic.
an unwarranted
Marcus
dick
liked
pic.
that one,
But
though.
but that's where you draw the line.
Yeah, this is all over. Like I crush the account, I blow it up. Like that's when it ends.
if I remember correctly as well, did you? So you actually sent one to Marcus?
You sent it to him first.
I did
That was one of the first ones.
But I never uploaded the Scott one.
Right.
Scott can irritate me, so I didn't even want him on my TikTok.
The one with Marcus was
So I was
incredibly
going
funny.
rogue for a while.
If I remember correctly as well, Marcus doubled back.
Yeah, he does. He goes
did.
back. He's like,
he was like, oh,
yeah, everyone picked up on that one.
Well, listen, if someone's going to send you a vagina or boobs, you're going to look at it, I'm sure.
no, I'm just, of course. But I'm saying that for the specifics.
You need to triple
Marcus-
check whether you've seen that one before. Is this
Marcus
really
is
Luke's
like,
or not?
Look at it, Luke.
Apparently, I did three looks back at Luke's one in the video that
Yeah,
blew
they were
up.
counting.
Yeah.
People like, your brother looked at it 3 times. Thanks,
did.
user 47962.
Have you got much hate, actually, while we're on it?
No.
I stay away from the comment section, to be honest.
Smart.
I don't really read it at all.
Probably-
I like usually the first 10 comments and maybe comment back to some and then see you later.
I read the comments.
Scott
and
replies to everyone.
I do. No, and it blows my mind. So
All my notifications are just Scott's replied, Scott's replied, Scott's replied, Scott's replied.
that's why you get so many likes.
It's so frustrating.
It's me liking me. No, I feel for a long time in my life, people always tell me what they thought of me, and usually it was very negative, right? And people would say, you're too much, you talk too much, you're too loud, you're too this. And I'd be like, fucking, well, if you brought something to the table, maybe I could shut up, right? And those voices in your head, they get really loud because when other people are echoing them, you know, it's not a fun place to be. But I started to really like who I was about 6-7 months ago, and it's been unfathomable, the complete reverse and change. So no more voices. And now all of a sudden, millions of people around the world every day are saying, don't change. We like who you are. You're funny. And it's just like, I'm very overwhelmed by it. There's moments of where I've just fucking cried in the car because I'm not used to people being so kind to me. I think I give out a lot of energy and love, not to Luke.
But it was thanks to me. So you owe me a bit of
Just like that, it all
Comes
circles
back. Yeah, back to sibling rivalry. I hate you. I can't believe you did that to me.
You were
No, well, that's
nothing without me.
amazing. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you for that as well, because I totally understand where it's like, oh, it's so hard to keep positive within yourself if all you're hearing is negative from the outside.
Yeah.
I think that often as well, like, so for the example of footy, if it's like, how can you back yourself in when all you're copping is you're a shit player and all that stuff? So 100%. And have you had a similar experience with, like, I know you said previously that it was quite overwhelming, but maybe in a different way?
Oh, it's overwhelming more so. It's just the chat that you're involved with all the time now. Like I go to work and I'm just trying to do an MRI scan and all I've got is like my colleagues or a random nurse just wanting to know everything about it and everything, which is fine. It's fun. It's what I would be doing if someone else at work was doing the same thing. So I try to remember that, but the chat is just all about the TikTok page at the moment.
Yeah, 100%.
Which
And
that
there's
must be for you too.
But, and so Luke and I, our experience is very different at the moment, you know, but maybe about 5 weeks ago, Luke was like, I don't think you realise like what's going on. Like you're blowing up. And I was like, shut up, stop talking
After
to me.
one of the videos, I was like, you're going to not be able to leave the house soon.
And now it is at that point, like I mean people from, and it's great, all walks, all different types of people. So like the other night, Thursday night, Marcus and I walked down to the fish and chip shop and I'm not lying, I've been overwhelmed. I'm like, I think I'm pretty safe in Brighton at 8 o'clock at night. And I walked down and there was a 70-year-old white man and a 50-year-old white man sitting there. I was like, safe. I don't have to talk about it. I'm not going to be invaded, my personal space. When I say because everyone at the moment just is. And it's just new to me. It's not that it's a bad thing, it's just very new. And I walk in, Marcus and I start ordering and this guy goes, shut up. And I was like, you're kidding me. And this guy's like, I have been watching you with my missus every day for the past 4 weeks. I love you. And he's like, I need a photo with you now. And I was like, it's so nice to meet you. And he was lovely. Ted, hi mate. And he was a lovely man, but you just go, it's everywhere at the moment. But it's people are really kind and nice.
Yeah. Has there been anyone, like, say on the street when they come up to say hello, that they take it too far? Like, too friendly?
No, I think I'm a pretty fucking controlling, straight up person, right? Like the other day at work, this girl goes, oh my God, I watch you on TikTok. I was like, pick that fucking plate up and keep moving.
What?
No, like, because it's my job, right? And this is only, we all know 15 minutes of fame, right?
Yeah.
So we'll ride this however we can and make sure we're having a good impact and a good time on the ride. But this is a moment in time. And I've worked hard for my career and I enjoy my job. And that my directors have been so supportive of me that it's like, no, I'm gonna get on with the job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm paid to do.
Have you had any bad experiences?
No, I've been pretty good. So the joy of mine is that I'm on the other side of the camera. So I get the look of people looking at me going, do I go to school with this guy? Not.
Yeah,
You can see him
not
trying to put it
that's
together,
him.
but it's starting to happen now. I think I've gotten past the part where...
And what's blowing us
Like
our
at
minds?
McDonald's, so like I just want to get a late night Big Mac, and then like this lady, I'm like, fucking hell, hurry up and serve me. And like she just turns around, she's like, TikTok guy, and I was like, oh shit, like just steam the
what's-
bun on the Big Mac, please.
I'm like, the math doesn't add up because I feel everyone I walk down the street by is recognizing me. And that's more, but like, I'm like, there's more people. It doesn't make sense. Like,
But you don't follow everyone on
no,
TikTok.
but it's
I
like
never followed
everyone
anyone.
recognizes me, but I'm like, that's a lot more people than what is showing. Like, yes, 180 million people have seen me in 6 weeks or something, right? But it seems like based on every single person in the street of all different walks of life, I'm like, it's not like it's just 13-year-olds.
Yeah, right.
We are talking 50-year-old white women, men. Like the other day I was walking down the street past these African dudes and they were like, yo, TikTok boy. And I was like, yeah, it's me. But it's just everyone.
Well, everyone shows everyone, whether they send it
Right.
or they just go, oh my God, have you seen this show?
Right. Okay, I got you.
And have you been victims yet of like people stealing your content and posting it to their
We're
own
going
pages?
through that now.
And I've never been.
Good one.
I've
You're a
never been
straight
more
guy.
insulted. They've made me straight. They're trying to pick up women with my fucking profile. I am infuriated. I'm
pretty
like,
funny.
I will find you. Don't you worry. I will come for you. I've got a set of skills. I will find you.
That reminds me of when we were younger, like when we'll be fighting, Scott would be like, you're gay. And I'm like, you're straight. It's like, I'm not.
So you're talking about the 15 minutes of fame. I feel like you've got to jump on this as quick as possible. Like I could see a television show of you guys traveling the world together. You know, has anyone approached you with offers like that?
We have great management that have jumped on very early who are helping, I guess, us explore what we could do. And
So really to
how we could
backtrack
make
it as
this
well,
work.
the first video that was of me and Scott was only like something that's, it was in 60 days, we got 970,000 followers. So it's still pretty fresh. So a lot of offers came in. Scott was unaware, but I just quickly put nearly everything to the bin.
I was like, is it
management,
new hair?
we had that many offers for management, that many offers for every brand. Like I just kept saying no. I was like, wait till at least we get to 1 million followers. Like I was just being cocky in my head. And then it came across really quick. And I'm like, now what the fuck do I do? I'm in over my head here.
And there's something in me that's like, it's really hard to get your head around that Selena Gomez follows 47 people and we're one of them, right? And
Okay.
right
So you
now,
got like Billie Eilish, Britney Spears, Luke O'Halloran.
all the big divas. And
Until I change it to Luke and Sassy Scott. So you're
And
right.
what I'm trying to get my head around, people like that, she's a mega star, right?
Well, we're influencing her. She remade one of our videos.
Did she?
She remade the boomerang
she
video.
didn't.
Yeah, her and her friend were doing the boomerang thing.
That's amazing.
Right? And
See,
then
I
it
don't
was
know
from
this
that
stuff.
video,
It's
then
like-
she started following us.
So there's something in all of that, right? Like we are impressing all different walks of life.
if you're watching, like,
Oh my God, get me
Move. She doesn't work.
can't keep my hands to myself.
Yeah, like
That's
so
big time.
Big
That's
time, right?
big
So
time.
you know, management are like, we're gonna hook you and Selena up. Like she clearly likes you. So yeah, like we've got to move quick on some things. But it's like, how much bigger can it get? And then if that's in the first 3 months, what's gonna happen in 12? Do you get me? Like we just don't know. And so we're trying to stay as fucking chilled out as possible. You can't let it get to your head. We've got to stay true to who we are, which is two siblings. There's rivalry between us. You can see it, whatever, right? Like we still don't even make eye contact during this interview.
But I suppose that begs the question of what does it hold for in the future? Have you sort of thought about, like, you've done a solid 2-3 months of like just pranking? Have you thought about like what the content is going forward?
Yeah, we kind of have, right? Like,
I think I enjoy the pranking a lot more.
yeah, he does. And it's hard
we like
for me.
doing the lives together. They're quite fun together. We like do co-host stuff like when they're separate.
Oh, actually, yeah, I commented on one of the lives and it just got chewed up in the mess.
Do you know what? Like,
just went
you and
to
everyone
say
else that's
over.
coming out of the woodwork is commenting, don't worry.
Oh, coming out of the woodwork. I gave you a house in Albury.
You did!
Yes, I did. Coming out of
But
the
that's
woodwork.
why we're here. We're getting so many requests. And that's why we're here.
Yeah, because we were friends first.
Yes, you mean a
True.
lot to us.
Thank you.
We love you, Max.
I can read out the text, Scott. You said, can't wait to see you, Max.
Exactly right. That's why I'm here.
Kisses.
Kisses were there.
No, who knows where this is going to go. But we are looking at ways we can, I guess, diversify. But one thing that we're really lucky with is the authenticity in our TikToks.
Because that's what they always say. You got to find a niche. You're
Oh,
nothing without a
100%.
niche. And we found it just falling
But it's
upon it.
fucking tiring, right? Like when I go from 0 to 100 very easily, I'm cooked, right? Like, and so that's a lot. That's taxing as well.
So imagine thinking of the idea where you're going to put the camera, then editing it, then like it's taxing.
Anyway, so yeah, I would love for it to be diversified, right? For us to be able to break it up a bit. And, management have very much got to work with us to figure out how we can stay authentic, but we're still kind of giving people what they want. And I think
Trialing other
everyone
things.
sees themselves in us if they've got a sibling. Or lots of other people go, like, everyone's like, fucking when I fought my sister Sally, right? Like, everyone's got that.
Sister Sally.
Yes.
Right on cue. Did you remember that?
Of course I did. I like her more than you.
She's going to love that.
Oh, twinning.
She's going to absolutely
I love Sally. And then other people are writing, I wish I had a sibling. So they're seeing something in us that perhaps they didn't have.
There was a receptionist at work the other day. I was waiting for her behind the fridge, right? So then like...
You were what? I didn't hear what you were saying.
She was at the fridge, right? And I was waiting for her to move and she was fucking there forever. And I was like, just standing there like...
Hang on, can we swear on this cast?
It gets quacked out.
Quack. Okay, cool. Oh, then it's going to be a lot of quacks. It's going to sound like we're at the
go
duck
nuts, go
pond.
nuts.
Oh, no quacks.
Well, we'll decide. We'll decide when we edit it.
So this
some of them.
receptionist that I've worked with for like the past 6 years never had a conversation together in our lives.
Yeah.
Just turned around and she's just like... like freaked out. I was like, oh God, like, did I not scan the last patient or something? Like, what's going on? And then she just lost her mind just talking about like the TikToks and how she's obsessed and how she hasn't got any siblings. But we make her feel like she's got
Wow,
siblings.
that's cool.
So we've been getting that a lot.
The commentary, some of the stories,
They're
a
fucked.
family from Poland on the border. And it makes me tear up every time I've told this.
Yeah.
And they said, we are down in our bunker waiting to be blown up or for a bomb to hit us. And they said, and we've come across your TikTok with your brother and you have
TikTok,
made
not
us.
his. It wasn't the singing content they were watching. Let's just make that clear.
They said, you have just you have distracted us and brought us so much joy and happiness. Thank you. And I'm like, all right, Luke, keep pissing me off. Like, what the fuck? And that's big stuff, right? So that's why
that was
we're not taking it too serious, but we're having a really good impact on lots
Yeah,
of people that
100%.
are feeling something.
Even like, I know it's more towards the tail end of like COVID and things, but people have needed a distraction for such a long time.
Yeah.
So 100%. And to think it's crazy to think that how far that's reached. It like a couple of like a hop, skip and a jump back to me as well. Like people going like, oh, like say for example, it was like your mate Luke. I saw him on like I got sent who my sister lives in America and she sent it to me. It's like
it's
it's
crazy.
like I am worse than COVID. Like I am fucking viral, mate.
It's a bad strain, this one.
I am everywhere.
infecting on fucking.
I have
everyone's
infected
phone.
everywhere. It's it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's incredible. I reckon you'd love this as well. But Mum sent it back to me. Going,
Oh, Diane.
But we love your mum again more than you.
yeah. But that's been vocal since day dot as well.
Yeah, and she's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, she is gorgeous. Shout out, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, happy Mother's Day, Diane.
Yeah, look at him just
I know,
remembering
he does
all
it
the
well.
names.
That's what we did on the live the other night and you were hating it. So we did
Did
this
a Mother's
thing.
Day special and he brings on 2 fucking girls from maths. And I'm like, you're not mums, get off. You're thirsty. That's what you are. Next. Anyway, Dominella, you're gorgeous too. We love you. But do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, yeah, we were interviewing mums, and if they weren't hot, Luke was hanging up on them.
No, if they weren't mums, I was hanging up on them.
Whoa.
So we're doing a quiz.
He was talking to some hot mum in North Carolina.
Who slid into the DM.
Did she?
Yeah.
Afterwards?
Yeah.
She said she would.
Amazing.
Yeah, she did.
She was very pretty, but
Follow it up, Rule.
Yeah. You got
Hey,
it.
I'll be in North Carolina soon.
I sent dick pics.
I do think he does. I do think that like an angler could take is like a dating show. Like he's desperate and dateless. I want him out of the house, and we need to pair him with someone that will take him like out of my hand.
He just was bagging maths, and then he says this.
Yeah,
like,
true.
which one is it?
You're not going on maths.
No,
No.
I won't. Yeah, I
Thanks,
can't back
Max.
that. But
I would
talked
go
about
on
this-
maths.
We talked about this the other night, actually, at dinner about Gogglebox.
Hang on, who's dinner?
The one you weren't invited to.
Yeah,
The one to celebrate the 1 million followers.
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was when we weren't talking.
So rude.
No, but we're just saying that a thing like Gogglebox, where you two are just being your natural selves, just watching something else, is just very entertaining. I reckon I've sat here this whole time and haven't said much.
I know, sorry.
No, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want out of this. Just getting to know you guys.
Yeah, right.
So I've just
I thought
been,
we knew each other, Max.
just been swept up. Well, I mean, I want to get the people.
Who else is coming on this throughout this season with you?
Oh, well.
this-
Hang on,
just a
is
footy
it,
thing?
so
We're
is
so
this just
intrigued.
footy players? Because I thought it was. So I went
You can
home
kick a
and I
footy.
ate pasta because that's what football players do before a game.
Scott's been practicing handballing
So
all
you
week.
can't load it.
Yes, I was like, we're going to kick a footy tonight on a podcast.
No. So it was when it was with the pies, and it was exclusively pies.
Can't
Players,
the
but
pies.
now it's lunchtime.
Okay,
it's
cool.
just getting to know all the weird and wonderful people of the world.
Weird.
Weird and wonderful.
And wonderful.
Oh, I love Max.
And what?
And wonderful.
And wonderful.
Oh,
yes.
it's beautiful.
Now we've got some high hopes for people to come on the pod, but it's still early
You've got the
days.
most viral TikTok
Well, that's
stars,
right.
the first batter
we don't-
cab off the rank.
If we don't blow up after this, I'm throwing in the towel.
Probably
exactly.
won't. You probably won't.
I'm throwing in the super boost. What'd you say?
You probably won't. Like, don't lean on us.
Yeah.
We've got to cling on to every person we can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hustler's got to hustle.
Yeah, exactly. Super boost.
Yeah, so
Hey,
you
shout out
guys-
to Super Boost.
You guys are talking about keeping it authentic. We're kind of going in the opposite direction. We're trying to get sponsored by anyone and everyone and just
We'll
make
give you some of ours.
I should go to
There's
my
so many.
recycle bin and just send you a few of the contacts.
shoot 'em through to us.
There's a few out there.
Hang on, I got one just before. Here we go. Do you want these guys? What did they want? Hang on.
We made mention before of just like, can you imagine mid-podcast if we're just sponsored by a toasty company and they just bring us toasties?
Oh, hang on. They're a martini company. And I'm like, I don't drink.
It's like I get all these dog food ones. I'm like, I don't want these fucking dog food ones. And I let it slip the other day. And he was like,
how expensive dog
you sound like them.
Coco Mal. There you go. They want it. They're looking for people to sponsor. I'll send you. I'll send your details to them.
Yep, there it is. Send
Coco
it.
Mal. Call them.
This has
can't
actually
do
been a
alcohol.
fantastic segue to, we're just talking about dog food. So you guys living together, you two, Marcus, husband.
and 3 mutts.
Please tell me,
Whoa.
tell me about the dogs.
So firstborn is Romeo Jesus Salin O'Halloran. Secondborn is Austin Edward Salin O'Halloran. We hyphenated our surnames if you can't tell. And the thirdborn is Hugo Casablanca Salin O'Halloran.
Yes.
Yeah, they're my babies. It's not as easy as me having a bottle of red wine, shagging the missus and popping out a kid, right? So we have to buy designer dogs. And we give them fucking great designer names as well.
Yes, you do.
I'm not having like, Jack,
Yeah.
come back.
How do you, what's the name then? So go through, if one of them's been naughty and then run away, what do you call them?
Romeo Jesus.
Nice.
You did not talk to them like that.
We were going to call him Jesus, like Jesus, because he was born on Christmas Day. But then we thought, imagine being at the park going, Jesus, Jesus. And then people would be like, this guy.
Are
Right?
you religious?
I was an altar boy.
Right.
I'm not anymore.
No.
I don't mind catching up with father, I mean daddy every now and then. There's a terrible. Hang on, are we going to go there?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Which one's
so
this one? Careful,
I
I
was
could
an
probably
altar boy for
filter it out.
years, right? And
He liked being an altar boy.
yeah, I did. Do you know why? No, I'll tell you why I liked being an altar boy. Because you got to dress up in costume, and I was on fucking stage.
Yeah.
I wasn't sitting with the crowd watching them. I was like, I'm getting up there.
You can see him working up before they do the bells. Like he's like, yeah, it's my time.
It's my cue. Like, here we go. That's my call. And I was an altar boy twice for George Pell. Yeah. And this one family barbecue, we're not live, are we? You do record this and you come to it. This one family barbecue, it was when everything came up and I said, what? Like, he never touched me.
Like you were flat about it.
And I said, and Dad goes, and I said, no one did actually. And Dad goes, because they knew you fucking wanted it. In front of every friend and family that was in our life. And do you know what? It's probably true. They probably went for a quiet victim and, well, they did. That's who they targeted. They didn't target someone that was like, I'm going to come for you if you do the wrong thing. Yeah. That's me.
That is you. Fuck. Wow.
Are we religious? Was that the question?
Yes. That's pretty heavy.
Is it?
No, but it's great.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I mean, it's
I don't know my boundaries.
No, it's perfect. I've actually got...
I've got nothing else to add.
No, fair enough.
And we'll send you the episode and you can listen over it. And if you want to cut anything,
Yeah.
we can.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm an
Scott
open
loves
book.
that part.
No, we're not cutting.
We'll give you the option, but it's not.
But it's not happening.
The part where he's bagging Brunswick won't make it. The only shit on you guys.
I have we have a little segment at the end. It's called Would You Rathers.
Oh, yeah?
Lovely.
So this
Are we
is
at the
just-
end? We're not at the end, are we?
We can continue straight after this if you want.
Continue what?
Well, anything
Max
you
is
wanna
wrapping
talk
it
about.
up.
Are you rapping me?
Mate, just get through the Would You Rathers and then we'll see
Okay,
where
cool.
it goes.
Sure.
Number 1. This is for Luke. Look at him.
Yeah.
He was about to...
I know, he just wants to answer everything. He has to be first dinner. It's a loss to him.
I haven't even asked the
Yeah, he's
question.
going
and
all
he's
over
piping
me.
up.
I'm thinking.
Okay, Luke.
Yes.
If you had your time again, would you rather be the famous one?
Yes.
You would.
I'll do it so much better.
Oh.
It's more about could he be the famous one?
It was my question.
Okay. Fair.
I'll allow it. I'll allow the rebuttal. Continue. Anything else to add?
No,
Do you want me to change the name on the account again?
Do you have
I can't.
access?
You
Do
can only
have a login?
change it twice every 14 days.
Really?
So I can't. So you got 14 days to live your life.
Do you have a login? Are you the only one with
So
the login?
login, yeah. Could you imagine him replying back to all the trolls?
You actually would.
I do. Do you know what? People
You'd get
like
cancelled.
some people,
Yeah.
and I mean it's a very small minority, will write like, I can't stand him. And I'm like, sorry, Laura, user 4794321. You better delete TikTok, bitch, because I'm fucking everywhere. That's my clap back to people like that. He's too much. I'm like, delete TikTok then.
Yes, I'll fucking take it over.
I'm everywhere.
You know what is good though? I usually go to because they're all on TikTok before they go on Instagram. So I just go on TikTok, find the most liked comment, and just usually make that the caption when I put it to Instagram, and I look really funny.
That is fantastic.
It's so good. It's got
What
like, I'll pick the one with 23,000 likes today.
Yeah. No.
Some people are amazing. They're so creative, very funny.
Absolutely.
That it blows my mind why we're getting the attention because so many other people I think are far more like funnier and sassier and smarter.
I think there's one though. Every now and then they'll pick up something in the video, and everyone will keep writing it. You hated one. There was like the bone on the ground, but everyone was calling it a sausage roll.
And I was like, ew, he's got a sausage roll on his rug. I'm like, it's a fucking dog bone.
everyone just kept writing, ew, look at that
Like,
sausage
who
roll.
do you people
sausage
think
roll.
I am?
He was disgusted by the sausage roll comment that kept coming.
Infuriated.
I know exactly what I'm commenting on every other video now.
Yeah.
I'll ban you.
I got a question number 2. This one's for you, Scott. Lip sync only one song for the rest of your life or never lip sync again?
I could do Turn Back Time by Cher every single day of my life. Or hang on, is it Celine Dion? No, it's
I
Turn
thought
Back
you would
Time.
have even done Shania Twain.
No.
Wow.
That easy. Yeah, I could do it every single day for the rest of my life. And you could perfect it. You could find something new in every single tone and sound and lyric and word. Like, easy. You could find something new in it every day.
Still not going on our TikTok.
Yeah.
Can't imagine the same lip sync getting uploaded every day. Fuck me.
I hear a challenge.
Yeah, can you do that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'd
I can
be
do that.
amazing.
Whole week of just
Hang on,
like,
and
Encourage
7
We're going
days.
to lose followers, you idiots.
Hang on. If we get Cher, like, she's big on social media. There you go. That's kind of cool. That could be something.
There it is, 7 days, same song.
Oh, okay,
Turn back
easy.
time. Challenge accepted. You heard it here first, Lunchtime Podcast. Question number 3. Would you rather be tall and average looking or 3 feet tall and beautiful?
That's me, and that's him. Are you kidding me? Did you base that off us?
Hold
He's tall and average, and I'm short and beautiful.
I don't know what to say to this. I'm still trying to grasp what he's saying.
Did you hear him?
You're a midget.
He's talking about us.
So he's saying
Are
that
you
he's
calling me
three-
tall and ugly?
Yes.
No, I said, would you rather
I'm
be
not
tall?
even tall, you idiot. You're just very short.
Very little.
You're a very little boy.
He does
You're so
stare me.
little.
If Luke really wants to
You're
get
so
me
little, Scott.
laughing, he does
Look at you,
this.
so little.
Just like, I know I'm
Gets
small.
the dolphin out really quick. Like, you're so little.
I'm very small.
You're so little.
That's that answer.
So what was the
Don't you
answer?
think? Wouldn't you agree?
What, you would want to be?
Would you be tall?
No, he's talking.
3 foot is tiny, man.
3 foot's beyond.
I'd be
3 feet.
Okay, cool. What would I rather?
Oh, that's pretty much you.
Probably that, because I feel I've got small man syndrome anyway, so I can back that shit up.
I think you could do
So you just
either.
double down
You just
on
got to own it, Max.
That's why I drive
You
a
would know
big car
that.
and I'm very loud because I can't be seen, so I'm going to make sure I'm fucking heard.
Do you like being the tallest person in the room?
Yeah, it has its perks. Definitely has its perks.
You just can't waste your height. If I see tall people, I ask them if they're a model or if they play sport. If they say no, I tell them they're a waste of height.
Really? I think it comes in, there's many little things that come in well. So if I'm at a concert or something and, it's like everyone's too compact and then the short people don't have enough oxygen, I'm always above it. So
It's hot down there.
So there was one time I went to a festival with Iz and she's down there starting to
Should've
go
been
like,
struggling.
oh, I don't feel very well, like starting to faint and stuff. And I'm like, I've just got all the pick of the oxygen at the top and I'm just going, oh, what do you mean? This is fine.
What about reaching things? I
The
do.
ozone layer.
Yeah.
I'm covered in bruises and cuts and shit all the time because I'm A, clumsy,
Prune in
but
the
B,
roses, I
I'm
thought.
always trying to get things down from somewhere. So it's a struggle for me.
I would say a downside of being tall is I feel like very normal things hurt me. Sitting down for too long like really gets my joints or like get really like shitty in my lower back, stuff like that, because I'm just
Sort of weight coming down all the time.
You're apologising for your height. That's what you're doing.
apologising.
Yeah, so you're
No. I'm talking like I'm just sitting here by myself doing something.
If he's crouching, if he's doing that, you're apologising for your height. He's not like proud of
Definitely in standing conversations I'd do that. Definitely.
You come down to our level.
Yeah.
I'd bring every motherfucker down to there.
On purpose. Just
Yeah.
like hand on the scruff. Just
Yes.
Bring the tie down.
Oh my God, remember that happened?
What?
The fight out the front of the school.
Oh,
Patrick was being bullied.
up
So like,
stories.
my younger brother was getting bullied bad at school once.
By Scott.
And anyway, I said after school one day, I was in year 12. Luke was in year 7 or 8, I think. And Patrick was in year 8 or 9 or something, I don't know.
This is when Scott was in a gang.
Yeah, and I said to everyone, we're going to my brother's school, we're going to punch some heads in. And they're like, okay. So we went with like poles and bats and stuff, and I was standing out the front of the school, and I said to this girl, can you point these two guys out to me? And she was like, no way. And I was like, oh God, who am I going to be? Like, who am I fighting today? Anyway, then the next people I knew, I was like, can you point them out? And they're like, sure, but we want nothing to do with them. I'm like, oh my God, who am I starting a fight with? Right?
They're going to be massive.
These guys come around the corner and they're massive. And I was like, oh God, here we go. Put your money where your mouth is, Scott. And I walked up to them and I was like, oi guys, do you know Patrick O'Halloran? They're like, yeah. And they were like, why? And I said, I need to deal with him or something, blah, blah, blah. And this one of them said, yeah, I fucking punched him the other day. I said, so it was you. And I grabbed these guys' ties and ripped them down to my level and just headbutted them in the face.
Really?
And then one ran off and we chased after him. Anyway, turned into Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Don't touch my fucking little brother.
Fair enough. There you go. Flying the flag.
But I got hit every week and they never came for me. What's my revenge now?
Poor little looker boy.
I was trying too hard in school, to be honest.
Yeah, Luke
One
was
of us had
smart.
to.
He was very unique. He
made
was
mum and
unique
dad
in our
proud.
family.
Made mum and dad proud.
You did.
Like we say, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very proud of us right now. I was there for dinner last
They're our
night.
number one fans.
They really are.
Really?
Yeah.
And Travis, our oldest brother, who hasn't, he probably calls us maybe
Fucking
once every 2
bandwagon
years.
are coming out of the woodworks. He's like you, commenting on every single live we do, and you just
Like
go,
me.
Travis, we see you. Hi.
I've showed up to one live. Thank you very much. I wasn't acknowledged and I left.
Sorry, Maxi.
Next one.
You can be our moderator if you want. We're looking for some.
What do you mean, moderator?
We need moderators because you get banned.
No, we're not going to now.
not-
TikTok's on our side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
They
you'd
work
bring
for
in
us
heaps.
now.
Yeah. They work for you. Fancy. Would you rather confess to cheating on your partner or catch them cheating on you?
I'm selfish. Confess to cheating.
This.
What?
Because you're single.
What, have you cheated on Marcus?
Because you're single.
Huh?
You're single.
No, but you can still say,
Cheated in
I'd
the
rather.
past. or
Imagine what it's
something.
like having a girlfriend.
You
See
imagine
why
it
he
too.
needs one? It's a good thing. We should go down that path.
I hope you catch Marcus cheating on you now.
No, that's terrible.
It's not that
I'd
bad.
prefer to tell him because I'd go to jail if it was the other way around.
Oh, you go.
I'd cut them up.
Both of them.
I don't know. I'd have to see what position they were in.
you got a prenup?
See how much.
I was thinking this the other day.
No.
You don't?
I don't know.
Because I was like, now you probably should change.
I feel like
It's in your corner now.
the guilt would eat me up alive. I don't know about saying them. Like, so you tell them that you've done it or whatever, and then I'd be like, oh, I feel so bad. Whereas if it was like them, you have someone to blame.
You'd get over an anger quicker.
No, but
I handle being angry better than I do being sad or guilty.
you got to look into that. Do you have a therapist?
Yeah, I do.
You do.
I think I've got a video of you at Jack's and you're lying on the couch the next day. I think you're hungover and you go, I hate life or something like that. I need to find that later.
Yeah, let's not show them that.
You say you love life, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that one. I'd probably say I'd be the one to. So I'm the only one going rogue. I'd be the cheater.
No, that's what I said too. I'd want to tell them that I cheated
Yeah.
rather than walking in
Okay,
and
so
saying
we
it.
both said the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is for both of you, but I'm more I reckon you're going to go ham with this one. Would you rather start a colony on another planet or be a leader of a country on Earth?
I'm a leader country.
You're going to lead a country on Earth.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you start a colony?
I'm just thinking, can you imagine if you got like,
Scott would
hello,
love
all
a
my
cult.
Scott
He's got a
minions.
cult. Like,
Yeah.
Um,
We're taking over the moon.
what would you call it? Scottanus.
No.
Scottanus.
Our management actually said to us the other night at dinner,
we're gonna get a
so we're
planet?
not going to talk about politics. I was like, well then bitch, I'm not your person. And she's like, okay, let's talk about politics. Listen, I think there's, people have a responsibility when you're elected into that fucking position and you can make change. Change is easy. You've just got to fucking stick with it and fucking build the momentum and speak up for people. And that's the problem. We have not seen a true leader in the free world for a very long time.
Maybe that's what's next for Luke and Sassy Scott, taking over Australia.
I'd be
Listen.
Prime Minister. You'll be deputy.
The skeletons. The skeletons in my closet.
In yours.
Like, we'd have to call it the open accepting party. Yeah. Like, really? In a presser. Oh, did that come up today? Funny that. Let's share that photo.
I remember when he pulled my tie and headbutted me.
Oh, that's you. Look at us accepting everything. Luke?
I don't know. I'd be a leader of a country, I reckon. I don't think
What
I'd
country
go to a
would
planet.
you lead, though?
New Zealand or something.
I reckon you should be the opposition of the state government in Tasmania.
Good one, Scott. What would you?
Did that
Where would you
satisfy?
be?
That was perfect.
Was it?
That was perfect.
The answer or the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Good.
The whole thing.
Was it everything you guys imagined? Was it?
That had me fucking.
Did you say that to everyone?
No. Well, if
Brody
we do a
wrap-up?
Brody might
Thank you
check would have
so
been
much,
better.
guys, for coming on the Lunchtime podcast. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
What is this?
This is the wrap up.
No, I thought this was our thing.
Hey, hang on. Are we touching hands?
Definitely not. One hand each.
Your hands are massive, by the way.
Go long.
That's so cool. That's so cool.